Good evening. We are Team Siemens IoT, and I would like to introduce us. We're consisting out of our great developers, our project leader Andreas, who has guided us through this project so far, and myself as a team coach, and of course also our customer. We're glad you're here, and we're really excited to show you what we have done so far. So without further ado, Tim, please, stage is yours.
Thank you very much, Philip, for your kind words. We hope you will still like us after the presentation, but I think you will. So let's get serious. I forgot the presenter. Thank you. Okay. So what is the problem that we would like to solve? It actually occurs here at a digital factory. And what I find amazing about these factories is how powerful they actually are. This one is in Amberg in Germany, but it could actually be anywhere. And it is capable of producing 250,000 components per hour. And even more, it can endure 5,000 work plan changes per year. So that's over 10 changes in the workflow per day. And all this while being 75% automated. So how is this possible? Well, this factory is actually controlled and monitored by these little devices. These IoT 2040 devices are capable of controlling such a large factory, but not one, but thousands or even 10,000s. So what is the problem? Well, all these devices need to have the right applications installed and need to be updated regularly. So let's investigate the problem. We have a developer who creates applications, and we have a technician who administrates these devices and needs to install and update applications on them. These two are our main users who both need to authenticate and sign a contract to make sure that the right applications are installed on the right devices at the right time. So how is this done today? Well, today everything is done by this, a USB stick. So the technician needs to manually update every device with a USB stick. And the contract is handled by some third person who has a checkboard and signs it off. And the feedback during the installation is done by some LED lights. And when it goes red, well, something went wrong, but we actually don't know what. So let's take a look at how we want to transform this scenario into a more visionary scenario. Okay, so as you were able to see, the traditional technician on the right side had quite a difficult time, while the new technician on the left side had a much more smoother job. So what are the requirements we can derive from this? Well, when we think about it, we actually want to have something like the Apple App Store, where it is so easy to download and install applications. And we've actually taken a user-centric view, and the technician, well, he needs more transparency. He needs to see what applications need to be updated and what is the installation process. Then we want no more shell or anything, but we want to have consumer-grade usability using AR technology. And also, since we are in a factory environment, we need security and we need biometric security. So from a developer perspective, we want to enable everybody to become a developer for the IoT world. And we want the developers to focus on the creation of applications and not on the process of how to install them. So basically this means we want to have a one-click upload. And obviously we want no third party involved to make it easier and more cheap for everybody to sign the contracts and to execute payments. So Diksha, what do you think? Can we do this?
Well, Jim, I'd say we can.
All right, then show us.
So presenting our solution, the Bazaar Industrial IoT app. Let's take a look at the top-level design to understand our architecture and how the different system components are interacting. So we have a developer who develops applications for IoT devices, and he wants them to be available on the App Store. So using our Bazaar web platform, he uploads those applications, and then they go to the App Store. But what is really happening in the background is that the application is saved on the server, or as we like to call it, the application warehouse, and the contract is saved on the blockchain. Now we have a technician who, using our Bazaar IoT app installed on his smartphone, detects an IoT device. Once a device is successfully detected, we show him the list of apps that are available for him to download on that device, and this is done by querying the blockchain. Now, the further processes of installing those applications or deploying them on the target device are delegated to the broker. The broker, in this case, forms our fog layer or the middle layer, and it is responsible for orchestrating thousands of such IoT devices that you find in a production facility. So the broker will check with the blockchain if there are any updates available for that device, and if there is one, it will download the latest version of that application, and then once it is successfully downloaded, it is automatically deployed on the IoT device. And now the technician can see those applications and track their updates and statuses on the Bazaar app. And that's it. He has no more hassles with the USB stick, and he gets his job done much more quickly. Now we have Moritz, our Siemens technician, who's going to show us how easy it is to use our Bazaar IoT app in this live demo.
Thank you, Diksha. So hello, everybody. My name is Alina, and today I will guide you through our live demo. So Moritz walking through the Siemens production facilities with his smartphone. Using our Bazaar application, he can detect and identify the IoT devices with the help with machine learning. Now he can see a special view for each of the devices, which contains the available apps, installed apps, and also if there are some updates or not. But what Moritz is most happy about is that just by using drag and drop, he can initiate the installation process. But first, he needs to identify himself via face check. Good. Since we are still in the development process, we cannot show you everything, but let's take a look what's happening afterwards on the background. So, since Moritz initiated the installation process, the transaction will be triggered and it needs to be stored to the blockchain. Those transactions are very important because they're containing information regarding who installed which application and on which device. So here you can see Ali, our miner, who is creating blocks and trying to putting all those transactions together so the sensitive data will be secured and has its traceability. And now the new transaction is coming, which Moritz just generated, and Ali needs to verify it and also store to the blockchain. So the application is successfully uploaded. Now you can see the green sign there. It means it's now available for Moritz and all his colleagues.
All right. Thank you guys for the nice live demo. So, Diksha, do you think we have met all the requirements?
Yes, Tim, I'd say we've made considerable progress. Let's take a look at what we've achieved so far in the status. So we want to provide a technician with transparency so that he can see all the available apps that are available in the IoT device. And what we want to also show is if there are any updates available to update that application and also the installation progress. From the consumer usability perspective, we're giving an AR view in which you can detect the IoT devices, as well as you can drag and drop the applications onto the device and trigger installation in that simple process. For biometric security, we're almost done with implementing Face ID and Touch ID. For the developer perspective, we want to give them an open platform where they can, with one click, upload applications and also at the same time have multiple app stores. So we're almost done with setting up the Ethereum blockchain, and we're on the path of including multiple app stores. For end-to-end delivery, we want to provide one-click upload to the application so that when a developer uploads an application, it's immediately available in our Bazaar IoT app for the technician to see and download. And what is important to us is that there is no third-party involvement. So the payment is done by a smart contract, and we have the payment models for that. And this is still in progress. So as you can see, we've still much to do. So I'll stop now. And thank you, everyone, for your attention.